I don't see a two-state solution happening unless Hamas is completely dismantled. I don't believe in it, and I think it's naive and wishful thinking.
What is it you would want to see from the Palestinian side done differently, from the Israeli side done differently, that might make a two-state solution possible then?
Well, I'd want to see Palestinians stand up for themselves and maybe overthrow their own leaders for once. And I would like to see our leaders maybe have a little more compassion.
I don't see how you can make peace with people who want to kill us. I feel like, again, if Hamas is dismantled, then potentially we can talk.
There's a lot of international focus on reviving the two-state solution, an Israeli state, Palestinian state, side by side. Is that something you believe in, you support?
As a girl who served in Gaza and I know how they live in Gaza, you cannot come to us with the guns and we say, no, let's make a peace. It cannot be.
Honestly, I would be dreaming about a one-state solution. And I think two states is giving up to this notion of peace is impossible, living together is impossible, when I feel the only way is like to make kind of steps towards each other.
A one-state solution, is that possible then?
With the radical voices that have been rising up now and with all the trauma and pain that people are carrying, obviously there's no trust.
The idea of a two-state solution, Israeli state, Palestinian state, side by side, is it something you believe in or not?
I don't believe in it, and there's a lot of reasons for it. You cannot give terrorists power.
If it's not a two-state solution though, what is the solution?
Israel needs to settle more in Judea, Samaria. This is what I think. And maybe what Trump wants, what other people just suggest, that moving people away from Gaza, the ones that want to move away, and the ones that want to stay, let them stay. But should they not vote for Hamas again?
The idea of a two-state solution, an Israeli state, Palestinian state, side by side.
I think it's inevitable. I think the situation as it is at the moment kind of proved that we cannot just continue with this in the middle situation when there's Israeli occupation and there's kind of we're trying to, live with the conflict.
You think it is possible still at this stage?
I'm hopeful, yeah. I mean, even though I have many reasons not to be, I think we don't have a choice but to try to get some kind of an agreement from both sides, because this situation as it is just heartbreaking.
We can't live with something who hurts us, who talk about our children, our women, our old someones. We can't.
If it's not a two-state solution, then what do you think the solution is?
I think the احتلال occupation will go from this plan, from this earth and we live the Palestinian in our Palestine.
Do you think that's possible?
Why I can't go to Jaffa, to Haifa?
To Jerusalem?
Yes.
The two-state solution, the Palestinian state next to an Israeli state. Is that something you believe in?
Yeah, of course. This solution, I think, is the best solution for us for now, because we live here as an apartheid state. Sadly, the Israeli state and also the Americans don't believe in that.
Do you think it's still possible then, a two-state solution?
To be honest, no. Sadly, no. The number of settlers is increasing day by day, and the aggression from them is increasing.
There's clearly so much the Israelis would need to do to make a two-state solution possible. On reflection, do you think there's anything more the Palestinian side should do to make it possible as well?
I believe we've done our part. We've done everything. We've tried to have peace with them from Oslo till now, and nothing have come through.
It can't be from the Israelis and the Palestinians living together in peace after what they done in Gaza and in the West Bank. It's always been Palestine. It's never been Israel. Even if you go back to the history books, it's never been named as Israel. You know, it is always has been named as Palestine.
What would happen to all the Israelis? Because you have now lots of Israelis who are born there and they don't want to go anywhere. Where would they go?
If they want to be Jewish living in Palestine, they can, but not supporting the Israeli Zionism. They can't be Zionists and living with the Palestinians.
The thing about the two-state solution for me is I feel like I lost hope in that. Obviously, there's a lot of bloodshed and there's a lot of hatred from both sides, and they're being taught to hate. We're being taught to hate in a way, or throughout the bloodshed, we hate by default. You're always being treated in a very bad way as well. Like, I've had a lot of things happen to me from the Israeli soldiers and so on. So how am I gonna act normal with these people at the end, you know, because they obviously do not treat me as an equal. They obviously do not see me as an equal.
If it's not a two-state solution, what do you think the solution could be, if there is a solution?
See, right now, I have no idea. I don't think there's a solution for the problem right now, specifically now that you're talking about generations that have been born in Israel itself as a country. So now you can't tell them like to go back to wherever they came from. And Palestinians obviously have roots in the country as well, so you cannot push them away either. And so I cannot see a solution. Basically, as long as there's bloodshed and there's hatred, it's never going to be a civil solution.